Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome to our Easy Esports. Oh, I hear my echo on my stream. Okay, it's working. Hello, everyone. So we're getting into this game. My name is Mr. Jaratan from the Utrecht High School, and today we're going to be playing Brooklyn Tech B team versus Francis Lewis High School.
Yeah. Hey everyone, my name is Shaden. You can call me Random. I'm a junior at the Bronx High School Science, and we're gonna get started right now.
So right now we're just seeing some bands come out. I'm not aware of the standings of these two teams, but based off their rankings, the Francis Lewis team has some pretty good players on their team, along with Brooklyn Tech. So I'm expecting a close game. How do you feel these bands so far?
I think they're interesting. Looking at some of the players, you can definitely see some of them. I think the Mordekaiser band was definitely targeted. They have a couple more players, so yeah. I mean, these are otherwise pretty standard bands though.
Kaisa's a good band here. Been seeing her a lot in pro play, but I don't know if anyone plays her. She feels like a champion with infinite numbers of builds, so she can really take advantage of some of the new items that have been introduced. Also, I despise Briar, so I think that's always a good ban.
Oh yeah, the cross map ultimate.
That one, I actually think you control the Briar really well. Like, if she aims it badly, she can hit someone in Fountain and just go and run it down real quick. But I don't know, a champion where you have to take your hands off the keyboard and it just plays itself is an interesting addition to the game, to say the least. But right now we're done with our first round of bans. Now we're gonna get into picks. Aatrox picked right off the bat. It seems like Aatrox is a go-to pick for. I had this open before. Give me 1 second. One of the players seems to only play Aatrox. Oh, a Copic. Most played is Aatrox, so expecting to see that go there to the mid lane, most likely. Or maybe top. I mean, it is a flex pick. I don't know what role Copic has been playing for this team, but it's listed as mid.
Definitely, and I think it's an interesting pick, especially if the enemy team is banning a lot of engage. You see a Mord ban, Kane ban, Silas ban, so there's something interesting.
I'm really curious to see if we get a Smolder in this game. Unbanned. Seems like a really strong pick. The newest champion to League. Just has to scale up. And I mean, like, he doesn't even take that long to scale, in my opinion. Have you seen how fast these Smolders have been getting their stacks?
Yeah, I mean, it's really ridiculous, I think, some of these games. And then, but I mean, that's also the reason why Smolder's been getting banned recently. I mean, just like a lot of games I've been watching. The last game I played, actually, as well, Smolder got instantly banned as well, so, yeah.
Yeah, he's just... I mean, the true damage late game is pretty wild, and I didn't even realize it till I played him once, but his Q is not a skill shot. I thought... I don't know why. I was convinced when they announced this champion that he would have skill shots, but he just points and clicks.
Yep.
Like that's pretty wild in my opinion.
And then, yeah, definitely. And then it just shoots the flame behind it, and it just destroys everything in lane. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, unfortunate Silas is banned here because one of my favorite interactions is that Silas can steal Smolder ult and then call his mom into battle. It's pretty odd interaction. I mean, I don't know. Bad mother, no? She can't recognize that it's not her son calling her to battle, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're done with the first round of picks here. A Pantheon is an odd pick, I think. Maybe it's going top. It could be support. Lilia most likely jungle. And then on the other side, we have... I guess that's the top side of the map as well. Although I have seen some Poppy support recently, but... Right now, I would expect bans to go towards the bot lane. And there's a Smolder ban. Yep. As we're talking about him. Yeah. Yeah, like if you're not going to pick him early, you might as well ban him here.
I mean, just locking Van down, making sure the other team doesn't get it. Interesting seeing Poppy and Vi. I definitely do agree it's probably going to be Poppy support, looking like Vi jungle right now.
I mean, Vi could go top, not Vi, I'm sorry. Poppy could go top lane. Poppy has a nice matchup into either Aatrox or Pantheon. with her W, she can time it very well to block certain dashes they have, but I don't know. It's Poppy's a pretty flex pick. It's one of my most played, and she can play almost every role. So
And I mean, yeah, her sustain is just incredible. Having the shield, so much HP, just overall a ton of utility.
mhm. Oh, and Senna's banned here too. I was gonna mention Senna's the other. Seems like OP bot laner right now. Nautilus ban,
Final
Ezreal.
ban, Ezreal, interesting.
And I don't know about Ezreal ban, but maybe it's against someone on the other team. By the way, everyone in chat, let us know which team we got here. Who's gonna win? Do we have like? Can people bet on the stream or no?
Yeah, we do the predictions. Definitely go to
Ooh.
predict.
So once we're done with picks and bans here, we'll have a little bit of time to wait. A Jin picked. Have you played Jin at all this season? Because I haven't.
Jin, I've seen him played. I have not played him personally. Definitely an interesting pick though.
Is he going lethality?
Maybe I've have seen uh lethal lethality Jin being pretty popular recently.
Interesting.
I've not seen it be very effective, but I think I have seen it been played. So let's see. Final pick looking
No, I
on
don't care.
the.
Maokai, strong pick.
Ooh, yeah.
Maokai's been dominating early season so far in multiple roles. And yeah, I mean honestly, they still have some flex on Francis Lewis's team because Maokai, we don't know where he's going necessarily. It could be Maokai or Pantheon support, and the other one could flex to jungle. But no, Lily is going to jungle, so maybe they go top. Who knows? They might swap some champions around here, but we round out the team comp with Rel. How you feeling right now? Which team is
Ooh, I
looking
don't
good
know.
here?
I mean, it's like you said. I think both of them are really both pretty flex teams. I honestly can't predict where some of these champions might be going. So I think it's kind of a coin flip right now. And I mean, it's pretty well matched as well. You saw the players on both sides. They're both very good, and I think we're gonna be in for a pretty interesting match. So yeah.
And yeah, now we wait for our stream delay here. Personally, I feel like the Rel combo with Vi can be extremely strong. This Ashe is gonna have a very hard time because Vi can just press R and Ashe is just out of the fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, they really have to peel because Cassiopeia really likes longer fights. But the Jin can definitely follow up on long Vi attacks. So I like the Vi Jin Rel combo here. Tons of CC. They can all kind of pile onto each other's CC as well, which is really good. The Cassiopeia, I mean, not a champion you see too often, but usually really good into tanks. So maybe can do some burning of this Maokai and Pantheon and Aatrox trying to get on her. But I mean, it's a pretty hectic game when you have this much damage in the game. It can go
Yeah.
either way.
I'm definitely seeing a lot of CC potential on both sides. On the other side as well, I mean, you have Lilia, you have Maokai, you have Pantheon, all these champions that can CC. You top it off with an Astral, and I mean, both sides just really have great teamfight potential. So, yeah.
And now we wait. Now I'm just trying to look up some win rates real quick and some builds because I'm curious what Pantheon is rushing right now. Because I see for support, it says for him to go Eclipse, which makes a lot of sense. But Sundered Sky is a really strong item as well. I don't know if you've used Sundered Sky a lot, but
That's one of the new ones, right?
yeah, it's kind of the replacement for the old what was the item called? Where like you deal percentage health damage. Oh man.
Uh, Percentage health. Bork?
No, it
No,
was like a
not.
tank buster item. Well, either way, Sundered Sky basically what it does is It allows the champion's first attack against the champion to crit and heal,
Ooh,
but
wow.
it's not really. It gives you AD, health, and ability haste, and then any excessive healing you gain as temporary bonus health. So it's really good for people like skirmishers who want to go in and fight. It's built on Poppy. It's built on Pantheon, possibly even Aatrox. Although I think Aatrox probably wants some more lifesteal items as well. But I mean, I expect to see some Sundered Skies here.
Yeah, definitely for the Pantheon then. I mean, if the item's as good as it sounds. Maybe an Umbral Glaive as well, just for the extra vision. Personally, just what I'm thinking. And Pantheon still builds Eclipse, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there's that.
Yeah, but Aatrox, I would expect. I mean, he could go for Sundered Sky first, but he also has the Hydra build. The new Hydras, like Profane Hydra, is really strong.
Oh wow. Looks like we're getting started now. Finally done with the spectator delay.
I think we're just going to be brought into another spectator delay.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking here at the summoner spells, anything stick out to you
Some
as we load
spells.
into the game?
Aatrox Ignite, so
Oh,
uh
aggressive.
yeah. I mean that's not something I typically see, but it's there. We see a ghost on the Jin as well. Definitely a little more of aggressive play as well, not playing really safe with the heal. With the heal. Definitely I think that could go well with the Rel though. Chain the CC, push. Has a lot of potential there.
Yeah, it's looking like Poppy's going top lane with Vi in the jungle. They're doing a bit of a bot lane rush here. Blue team probably looking to invade.
Ooh. See the vision going off now.
Every word pinged at once. I
Yeah.
love it.
Looks like both
Okay.
team backing off, being a little more cautious, not really trying to do anything risky.
Yeah, and as you said, I expect the Aatrox Poppy lane to be quite aggressive. Poppy starting with Dorn's shield, but Aatrox with the blade and ignite. I mean, if he messes up this early game, he can get very far behind because Poppy will have the ability to teleport, get farm, move around the map. Pantheon and Cassiopeia both have teleport in the mid lane, so I don't expect that to be too much of a battle.
Aatrox,
But this top lane,
Aatrox coming up from behind now, looking like something might happen. Poppy staying in the bush, going for the engage. You see some autos going off. Aatrox missing his Q. Going back. Ooh, alright. Ooh, and they continue fighting.
goes for the
Aatrox
third.
now going back for the auto. Looking like it's gonna be pretty close.
I think this favor
Poppy
is
popping a
Poppy.
flash.
This
Aatrox being
favor is
low,
Poppy.
about to die, and
Flash before
wow,
shield.
barely made out that. Oh wow, barely made out of that alive. Wow.
Yeah, and Poppy had to use flash there, but
Oh,
with
and Aatrox
the
trying to do
advantage.
something, getting the jungle up, not being able to. Poppy getting exposed
No.
blood. Now going for the Lilia. Lilia missing. Unfortunate. Oh wow, that was an interesting start.
Yeah, not a good start for the Aatrox. Very far behind now, but I mean Aatrox didn't use any summoner spells there. I was expecting a flash or something. So at least he's still in the lane once he gets back. But the early push is over for the Aatrox in terms of getting a kill in these first few levels. But I expect that still at level 6, Aatrox will have a lot of kill pressure. Probably just wants to farm up a little bit here though, because now behind in CS and in experience.
Aatrox finding Poppy in the bush now, going back for the engage. Playing a little safer now. Poppy going for the auto. Getting it, stunning Aatrox. Aatrox being punished for that very severely. Popping the ignite now, it looks like it's gonna be super close. And wow, both of them die again.
Oh wow. I think you're slightly ahead of me actually, because you said they died and I still didn't see that yet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, flash forward. Well that happened.
That's a little strange. Might that out of sync?
No. And Vi dies in the mid lane. What's your time at right now?
I am at 345. Well, 344.
Oh, I'm at 341, 2, 3. How did that happen?
Oh wow.
What are you at? 58, 59?
I'm at like 53. Hold on.
Oh. I'm gonna pause at 407.
407. I'll pause it as well. Let's try and sync. All right. What time are you at now?
3, well, we have to be at the same time as the stream too, though.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I think the stream is ahead of us now.
Oh,
Let's just go as far forward as possible.
yeah. Let's try that.
Well, there's a lot of fighting happening in the top lane while we're figuring this out.
The technical issues, yeah. League client being great as always.
I'm gonna stop at 5 minutes, and then when the stream hits 5, I'll tell you.
Alright, I'll probably do that as well.
The stream is at 58, 59, 5. Okay, I started again.
I started again, yep.
Well, Maokai's going in here.
Oh, yeah. Rel going for the engage. Trying to do something. Jin rooting to Maokai, going for the ignite now. Flashes out. Maokai getting pushed really heavily. Jin going ghost, flashing in, getting the kill. Wow. Interesting set of engages.
And pings a meal and go down on the dragon, but Pantheon's roaming down. He has the Grand Skyfall as well, so he can definitely make his way down here.
I mean, we're seeing a lot of aggressive action. It's barely been 5 minutes, and we have 7 kills on the board. Going for the
Yeah, and the
dragon
gold lead's not really big for either team, so. Pantheon
going
in.
in now. Ooh. Jin not being able to find his W. However, Pantheon making it out alive, being backed up by the Ashe. Both teams being very low now. Having to play careful with the Drake still on the board, not having reset yet. Pantheon trying to go back in, going for an engage. Vi shuts Pantheon down. Cassiopeia flashing in, trying to get the Ashe. Secures it. Oh wow, they're trading all around.
Maokai gonna carry this fight?
Yeah. Oh wow, Maokai finding the kill on the Rel and the Jin.
No TP top lane for them to join down either, as they duke it out up here. But that was a big fight bottom lane in. Oh.
Oh wow, Aatrox finding a kill on the Poppy now. Cassiopeia dying as well.
Yeah, and that was really sloppy fight in the Dragon Pit, where blue team was running up almost 1 by 1, but they did enough damage for Lily and Maokai to come and clean up, and prevented the dragon from being taken. But we're right back at the dragon. I would expect both teams still want it.
Barely a minute later, and going for a round 2 potentially. Bot lane looks like they're hanging around now. Jin placing his traps, getting the wave. Pantheon putting significant pressure top mid lane as well.
Yeah, right now it's looking like everyone used their flashes in that last fight. So maybe teams are a little bit more careful now. But I'm really waiting for the bot laners to hit 6 as well, because right there we saw how powerful the mid laners were. Both of them using their ultimates to get into the fight. But I think at level 6, the Maokai Ashe bot lane has so much CC potential that they can definitely pick their fights when they want to.
Yeah, I mean, I think 6 is definitely going to be a pretty pivotal point. Poppy going in for dash now. Aatrox finding some autos. Trading now. Backs off. Bit of damage done to both sides.
Yeah, as I said earlier, the Aatrox Poppy matchup, those first few levels have to be Poppy favored once, especially with that early kill. But now that Aatrox has some damage and he has his ultimate, I mean, he should outdamage the Poppy by a lot, and he is up in CS and has the bounty, so.
Yeah, even after that rough start. Pantheon trying to go in with the gank, trying to find the kill on the Cassiopeia, missing the Q, having to back off, uses flash, gets eliminated. Ooh.
Yeah, that was a jungle diff, actually. Clean 1v1.
Oh, Aatrox popping the ult now, engaging on the Poppy. Looks like another super close fight. Poppy trying to wait for cooldowns, being able to find Tumble. Aatrox getting a final auto, finding the kill on the Poppy.
It's the second fight we've seen the Poppy flash for their shield, which is not the worst play in the world, but getting hit by the third Q from Aatrox is definitely a game over for Poppy.
I mean, we saw even with the first kill with Poppy have, it's still a little rough. Vi trying to flash, ulting. Tower diving to Aatrox now. Aatrox barely trying to hang on. Vi getting the kill, but also getting shut down. Oh, wow.
Maybe worth it because gets the shutdown, and there's no objective top lane. Lilia was pulled up there. If Lily was on the dragon, that I think that's a good trade for blue team. But Lilia's taking Krugs. I don't know if I'm blue team. I'm jungler died top side. I'm like, okay, let's do something bot side. But I think Lily was just not in a spot to capitalize on that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with some early backs, Vi has a Sundered Sky with that shutdown gold, so already has a full item. Lilia with the hunting guys. Engage.
Small engage now. Ash missing the ult. Trying to find something. Vi coming down for the gank now, pushing blue team back.
Vi no
Okay,
ult.
trying to use everything to push him back as well. Pantheon coming in, being able to find the kill on the Jhin. Boof pushing back, Ash attacking, Pantheon getting the double kill on the Rel. And it looks like they're gonna be able to secure the kill on the Vi as well, with Ash securing the final one. Aatrox now getting ganked by the Cassiopeia, having to pop ult there.
Lily's here though.
And looks like there's gonna be a close fight. You see the teleport, yes. Aatrox now getting securing the kill on Cassiopeia. Pantheon trying to find something on Poppy, not being able to find it. Poppy having the safety of the turret again.
Dragon stays up, but they took the kills and the gold, and blue team's looking really strong here now. Just looking at the items, there are bounties on 3 different players on the blue team, so there is gold for red team to come back. But the Aatrox 6 kills is quite dangerous.
Yeah, again, even after losing that first engage, coming back really strong. You see with the CS lead, doing well in lane. Bro, finding the Maokai in the bush, backing off, not wanting to go for that. Lilia passing by mid lane, making it potentially pretty clear that another fight for Dragon might happen. Another small bot lane engage now. Oh, not small. Maokai taking significant damage there, getting hit by the Jhin crit as well. Jhin going for the ult, trying to finish Maokai. Missing one, hitting one. Ash stunning to get rid of the ult, and wow.
And trading ult for ult there. Smart by Ash, but... I mean, it was close with the engage. Vi's here, maybe looking for a dive. Vi has ult.
Vi charging in now, hitting it, getting the ult, getting rooted by Jhin. Going for the tower dive, all
Vi
super low, they're all stunned. Oh wow. Ash being able to find the W, getting to Vi, getting another kill, getting the Jhin now. Looks like they might be trying to back off. Nope, never mind. Castle now ulting the Lilia. Barely able to escape flash. Top lane fight happening as well. Poppy being super low, but Aatrox is as well, looking like an Aatrox victory again. Wow.
I'm just surprised the Aatrox fights with Poppy. Aatrox feels like they're so ahead, but the fights are so close.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like if there's a jungler up there or someone, those fights are going to turn out differently. But I mean, the fight in the bot lane, I think Vi was tanking the tower for 2 shots, and then used their ult on Maokai. But because Maokai died, the ult went on cooldown anyway, and got hit by a stray Lilia E coming down. So good counter gate by the Lilia to put Vi to sleep, and they were able to clean that up. So, and finally get a dragon as well.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a risky play. Vi going in, taking definitely some serious losses from that, losing to drag as well.
Now, just looking at the items right now, we have some completed items. We have the Hydra on Profane Hydra on Aatrox, Lilia with the Leandri's Torment, which is really strong, and Lilia's here right now.
Lilia trying to go in, getting
Does not
stunned.
have ult.
Ash trying to ult, misses. Jhin trying to hit the W, misses that as well. And backing off after a series of misses on both sides. Ooh.
A good gank. Doesn't result in a kill, but Vi's now top.
By trying to find something on the Aatrox, landing it. Now we'll have the 1v2 situation you're talking about. By hitting the ult, Aatrox trying to
Whoa!
whoa. Pantheon coming in, and wow, completely turning the tide of that war, that battle.
I caster cursed that one. Said, I think he's dead. Hits a Hydra proc, heals back to full, it almost looked like. That was insane.
I mean, yeah, you see the standard Aatrox healing right there, hitting the Q, going from 1 HP all the way back to full.
He was so low.
Hitting Flash, trying to get the kill on the Poppy, not being able to find it. Poppy being really low, barely escaping death though.
That was a bit of a greedy play, but
yeah,
it was good ult by Pantheon as well to come in, because even if they kill Aatrox there, they were pretty low, and Pantheon coming in could have cleaned that up as well. But what a game! But this top lane is just constant fighting.
Yeah, I mean, relentless aggression on both sides.
But yeah, I really want to see this Vi going bot lane, because I feel like that's the lane with the most follow-up for Vi. I don't know. I'm of the opinion that, like, if you're facing a lane like this top lane, you shouldn't be too concerned with it. And now we see bot lane getting attacked.
The prediction. Yup, Vi trying to help now. Unfortunately, Maokai, Pantheon, and Ashe are all there, finding the kill on the Jhin. Vi not being able to get there on time. Maybe if they were there a little sooner.
Yeah, another option too is Vi can be chasing the Pantheon and ganking that lane, because it seems like Pantheon's showing up for all these fights, which is good. That's how you're supposed to play Pantheon. But feels like they're always down numbers, red team, in every single fight.
Yeah, I mean, Pantheon's just really effective use of the ult, seeing multiple engages now. Top lane, Poppy really not having a lot of fun under constant pressure, getting just harassed by this Aatrox.
This game is just constant fighting too.
Yeah.
What a game. Anyone want to farm? No?
Not in this game. Oh, Aatrox wants to farm, but farm the other jungle.
Just looking at the gold right now as well. Oh, right after this fight. Another unstoppable kill there.
And yeah, just getting the kill.
Just looking at the gold, Aatrox is up 4,000 gold, or I'm sorry, 3,000 gold on enemy Poppy, which is a significant amount because his team's up about 6,000. So he alone is half of the gold lead. But surprisingly, the bot lane is actually, the bot laners, for example, like Jhin, is ahead of his opponent. So even though his team's losing, Jhin could be a point of strength here because he's been farming so well. And but yeah, I would be playing around him. Like, I mean, for example, this Vi going top is not the play.
We are seeing the lethality Jhin build we were talking about at the start. So we see the Youmu's being built. Looks like a serrated joke as well into maybe another lethality item.
Yeah, I mean, the good news for red team is that they're going not really into any tanks. I mean, Maokai's tanky, but besides the Maokai, the other members of the team can get blown up. So even Aatrox, like, if you're able to burst him down with some CC, you can kill him. So quick flash here by Cassio.
Finding flash, finding the Cassiopeia, Ashe ulting to get the kill.
It was a good Ashe ult from bot lane, but
definitely.
I think Cass was dead anyway, but that was really on point. And now they're transitioning over to the dragon.
Yup.
I don't think red team can contest this.
Summoning the Herald as well. Try and put some more pressure on bot lane while Lilia solo takes a drag. Not
again,
sure.
if I'm red team, yeah, kill this Pantheon.
Yeah.
You have
okay. Oh yeah, they're all going on.
No,
the Pantheon
not now. Okay, if you miss CC, you have to back off. But
yeah. Small is not small skirmish happening.
Big sleep.
Oh, Lilia hitting the sleep on 3 people, trying to get something. Jhin now coming out of the ult, trying to find some kills. Vi now ulting onto the Lilia, not getting the kill. Oh my gosh. Cass shutting down the Ashe, and looks like they're backing off. Lilia barely escaping with her life, and red team pretty low as well.
I mean, that again, like the red team if they're starting the fights, they have a lot of CC that they can do here. They were actually but that fight they didn't start. They actually got engaged upon. Huge Lily asleep, and now Aatrox is just
Aatrox
tower
coming in from
diving.
behind, just going behind, taking out the Jin, trying to come back, going for the
Well.
Cassiopeia, going for the tower dive now. Oh my gosh! Vi trying to help the teammate, not being able to do anything.
Yeah, they have to be aware that Aatrox.
Another tower dive now. Pantheon going for the engage. Ash finding the ult. Lilia trying to go in and out. Lilia getting hit by the turret. Both sides being super low. Poppy barely escaping, but Ignite might get a Pantheon finds it. Getting the stun on the Rel as well. But not being able to find that kill. Putting pressure now on mid lane. Jin trying to come back maybe. Trying to get the Pantheon out of this. Ooh, finding the root and wow.
Big gold transfer for the Jin. Again, he is a point of strength here. He's the most fed member on his team in terms of gold, but the Aatrox is just massive. I mean, I think the play here for red team to come back is either you send everyone at Aatrox or you send no one at him and hope you can collapse on the rest of their team. But if Aatrox is showing up for a fight, you can't really fight him with his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, I think red team knows what's happening as well. You see Poppy dealing the Ramble Sweat best, despite not having finished any other item actually. So
Yeah, this is
Aatrox is a
this is the top lane experience. The Poppy's 2-7-1, got that early kill, and is like, oh, I'm good, and then you just run it down for the rest. Now, I don't blame the Poppy, of course, but like, top lane is just such an island that these matchups feel really swingy.
Yeah.
And you're right, Poppy has not finished the item, but now they got Aatrox under a tower here.
Trying to go for the engage. Jin trying to ult, trying to find it on Ash, not being able to get it.
That's massive. Just killing the Aatrox for anything. I mean, he still has a bounty, and he's dead.
Yeah.
So getting any kill on him is a massive deal. And that goal goes to Poppy, so maybe Poppy can build some tankiness to get back into this match.
I mean, yeah. The CC, there's always utility by Poppy, so even if Poppy's down, still potential to shine during team fights.
Let's see, Poppy's going back now, so hopefully she can buy something. I'm assuming a Thornmail Rush. No, goes for the Frozen Gauntlet first, but has a bunch of little components here or there because of the poverty state Poppy was in before this.
Yeah.
But I mean, Frozen Gauntlet's not bad, and now at least has some armor. But I mean, the enemy team has a lot of shred as well. I mean, I think Lilia is big too here. Like, Lilia has a lot of gold, and in a team fight could be really huge.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that 3-man sleep earlier, and that was pretty devastating. Blue team now looking for Baron potentially. Red team, knowing this, trying to circle up a little.
I mean, Aatrox can jump over that wall. Vi's here though. Could be a smite fight.
Setting for a steal. They have the control vision, so they can't get much vision in there.
Poppy should charge up ult here.
Okay, ulting to try and prevent it. Oh, Aatrox is now going over the wall. Ash stunning the Vi as well. Cassiopeia is trying to shut down the Aatrox, being able to do it successfully. Baron being low. Vi not being able to steal the Baron, securing Lillian now securing it for their team. Going back for the engage now. Vi trying to go in, trying to get a kill on Ash. Anyone being ulting it, but super low. Pantheon finding the kill now. Lilia putting them all to sleep, but not being able to do anything as they keep pushing on.
Surely Maokai's dead, right? No, there's still a tower up here. I forgot.
Wow.
Well, blue team gets the Baron. A big play. Aatrox giving up his life for it, but able to stall the enemy team long enough for them to secure the Baron. And I see pings going down to the Dragon. This would be third Dragon for blue team, so not Soul yet. But they do have Baron. I think maybe let Aatrox get back onto the map, let him pull pressure with the Baron, and then maybe you could go for some other objectives. Or, I mean, they're kind of far ahead. They could probably just force the Dragon as well, but red team is on the map, so they're all down there.
Yes, I mean, we saw a lot of teamfight potential there with the Maokai ult into the Aatrox flash. Just absolutely devastating red team. Aatrox dying, but being able to just shred through the lines. Now going for another engage. Pantheon ulting in now. Ash going for the ult. Aatrox finding the kill on Rel. pushing now. Jin barely trying to survive, hang on, not being able to hang on. Complete devastation on the red side as the team just collapses. Oh wow.
Yeah, they are forced to run as the Aatrox engages himself. He's like, fine, I'll do it myself, Thanos style. Just walks up to Rel and starts to fight, face checking it. And the Grand Starfall from Pantheon was able to get a nice flank. And yeah, it's too much right now. Again, red team, if they just start a regular fight with even numbers, they can't win. They're so far behind in terms of items. And as you can see, the Aatrox just shredding through the Vi under tower.
I mean, Maokai just trying to walk out of there after taking 50 shots, unfortunately dying,
Yeah.
but Jin trying to find something now. Lilia body blocking the Aatrox, letting her escape.
Rel starting these fights. I mean, this is good.
Aatrox going back in despite being really low. Lilia finding the
TP
sleep.
behind.
Aatrox getting the kill. Ulting, gets shut down by the Jin with the lethality. Pantheon now trying to go in, trying to find any kill, maybe getting the Jin. Ashe missing the ult. Jin now goes down. Lilia super low. And Poppy unfortunately cannot find anything beyond that, getting Lilia now securing the double kill.
Yeah, and again, like Aatrox, I mean, they take him down, which is great. But the Lilia is cleaning up, and now the Lilia sneakily has a huge bounty, 500 gold, 6, 1, and 10 cells on Lilia, is playing really well in these team fights, just kiting around, moving so fast that Poppy can't really do anything to a fast-moving Lilia. Poppy's all about countering dashers, and Lilia's just sprinting. There's no dashing happening.
I mean, yeah, even though Aatrox is now seeing some eliminations finally, but Lilia, Pantheon, all these people becoming kind of fed now, being able to do some kind of damage and finding the cleanup, as you said, yes.
And Lilia now completed a Zonia's, so even if she's able to get in there and do a really sneaky engage, she could just Zonia's and wait for her team to follow up, and I'm sure the Pantheon and the Aatrox will happily jump in behind her. So good engage team here for the red team. They're able to get onto the back line consistently in these fights. And looks like Vi's out position here.
Ashe now being able to corner the Vi with the Maokai. Pantheon now collapsing in absolute destruction as 4 people converge on the Vi.
Yeah, red team has no control over their own
Pantheon going in for the ult. Might be looking for a play now. Wow, getting CC, getting shut down completely. But Maokai trying to ult. Aatrox ulting as well, trying to get some kind of play. Jin trying to ult back, trying to slow some of them down. Poppy using a ult, missing. Jin going in for the stun, looking for some kind of tower dive, not being able to find it.
That was a very interesting ult there by the Pantheon. Diving into the tower by himself into 4. I mean, I know you're ahead, but you can't throw there. I think blue team still is pretty safely in the lead, but I mean, you keep consistently doing that, and you're going to let the red team get back into this. The Jin has a lot of gold, and he actually didn't go full lethality. He built an IE.
Yes.
I don't know if that's the standard build here, but I mean, he could do big damage, and we saw it there. Like, he blew apart that Pantheon.
Yeah.
Speaking of blown apart,
Aatrox going back in, getting the ult again. Poppy's trying to slow him, finding a hit on Jin. Jin attacking, getting the Aatrox with a crit, not being able to do much damage. Aatrox finding the kill on the Cassiopeia. Trade Vi now getting Ashe. Aatrox is completely unstoppable, getting a pentakill. Oh my god!
Where did that come from?
What the heck? Wait, I didn't.
Fnatic on the Aatrox just able to blow this game up right at the end with a massive pentakill, and this will secure the victory. Unless they want to play with their food there. I mean, that was incredible.
The pressure at the end was just relentless. I mean, they fought, kind of got defeated, immediately went back, and Aatrox just coming in, getting the ult. I mean, wow. Looks like about to end now. Any minute now? Any second?
And yeah, I think the story of the game was this top lane. I mean, Poppy got that early kill, so Poppy put the Aatrox behind, but wasn't able to punish, and maybe got a little too cocky. We were distracted with a lot of fights happening mid and bot early game. But yeah, I mean, Aatrox did great.
Really impressive how Aatrox came back even after that first blood. I think having the flash and just extra utility, I guess, and as well as the ignite, just really helped Aatrox come back and just be in the position that Aatrox was the entire game.
Yeah, and looking at the damage charts at the end, I mean, Aatrox had the most damage in the game by far, double the next highest person, at 46,000 damage, done to champions. The next highest was Poppy at 21, and Lilia at 20. So I think the Poppy and Aatrox, I mean, some of that is stat padding because you're in top lane, you're just smacking each other all game, but I mean, clearly did a lot of damage. The Profane Hydra build was doing a lot. I was also particularly impressed with Lilia. Cells and Lilia, I thought played really well that game. I mean, obviously we're gonna focus on the Aatrox with the pentakill at the end, but yeah, I thought Lilia played great. And Jin on the red team, Fly with Sky, also did very well from a losing position. Was able to keep up and ahead in farm and keep his team in the game.
Yes, I mean, Jin trying to find something at the end, but just not being able to do anything against the completely relentless Aatrox, the immense amount of armor, the health, just everything. Just even with the crit, Jin couldn't do anything towards the end.
And I think if these two teams play again, you gotta ban that Aatrox. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that can't be allowed. Maybe they thought they had the counter with Poppy, and I mean it did look a bit like a counter early on, but I'm I don't know. I think he was kind of trolling around with that early death on Aatrox because he was missing a lot of skill shots. But once he locked in, he was good.
Hmm.
And
I think
is
we
there
definitely.
another game here? Do they play best out of three?
I believe it is a best out of 3 now.
Oh, okay. So they're switching
Brooklyn
sides.
Tech not showing up though. Maybe
They're giving
uh
up.
maybe FF. Oh, do they FF? I don't know. I have not. Do we have any word on what is happening right now?
Well, I guess we'll find out soon. Hopefully they don't FF. I mean, I thought they were in the game. Uh,
Yeah.
Especially early game, they were in it. But yeah, things did fall away from them pretty quickly.
They hope
An
they leave
addict
it
on the
open.
other team saying, "I hope they leave Aatrox open again." I don't think that's gonna happen.
Wow. But I mean, top lane being like so dominant, I think it's just kind of a recurring theme because during our season opening, Hunter vs Bronx Science B, we saw a Toronto top lane that just kind of completely destroyed so much of the opponent team, and I think we're kind of seeing a repeat here with the kind of domination by the Aatrox at the end with a pentakill.
Yeah, I don't know how you feel, but I feel like top lane is such a swingy lane. Like if you don't, I think there's actually a lot of skill in playing from behind in top lane. In terms of like, okay, I'm losing, let me not lose super badly. So I think there is skill in the difference between going 0 and 2 in lane versus 0 and 7. And
Yeah,
you go 0 and 2 in lane, but you have the teleport, you can actually be way more useful for your team. Who cares if the other guy got 2 kills? But if you are just running it down top and not being able to do anything, then a monster will emerge from the top lane and kill your team on the rest of the map. So
yes. I
it's a
mean,
bit of a tough lane. I don't enjoy playing top lane. I'll say that much.
I personally do play top, but I think it is pretty interesting. Yeah, Aatrox. I mean, being able to convert that winning lane to a winning game, I think is a skill in its by itself. But I mean, just seeing like their assist with the team fights later on, I think really just helped give this victory to their team.
Cool. So as the teams are getting set up for the second game, besides an Aatrox ban, what else are we looking for here?
I don't know. They might. I wonder if they're gonna do something more targeted at each other. Maybe going for Lily or Jin, just like all the power plays we saw in the first game.
I personally still think like both teams left bot lane for second round. I think picking some bot laners early and then letting solo laners get counter picks in the second half of the draft could be useful.
Hmm.
Because I don't know, maybe people didn't enjoy those picks there, but
Yeah. Um. Looks like we're having Brooklyn Tech come back, so doesn't look like they're FFing yet, which is nice.
I
So
would
we can
hope
get another
not.
game.
That'd be
Yeah.
very unfortunate.
Yeah.
And honestly, if they change up their draft, I think they can do well here. I didn't think anyone played incredibly so well that it's like a game over. Like, oh, we can't beat this team. I'm pretty sure they can win. But yeah, I'm hoping in the next game we get an early pick for bot lane. Maybe, I mean, Smolder was up. Smolder and Senna were both up early game. They got banned in the second round. So personally, I would like to see a bot laner picked early, and then let one of your solo laners get a counter pick into whatever they see. Although, again, we don't know. Maybe some of these players are like, I don't really have any counter picks prepared. I just want to play my game, which is fine. Sometimes playing your own game is better than picking some counter that u.gg says is a counter, but you don't know how to play it. So, but either way, I would expect that an Aatrox one trick will get banned. Because now I'm looking at their match histories, and yes, the Aatrox,
Is it
it's his
actually
most
a one
played
trick?
champion.
Oh wow.
Not one trick, but yeah, it's
But
his most played
significant.
champion. And over the last month, he plays Silas and Aatrox. And I know
Ooh.
they did ban Silas, so maybe they were thinking we can counter Aatrox, but we can't deal with Silas. But I don't think that's what ended up that game, obviously. Um, but yeah,
It
the
was
other champions, it doesn't really look like anyone on their team is particularly well versed on anything besides. Yes, an Attic has 66 games of Aatrox this season alone, with a
yeah.
56% win rate. So, seems like a champion you might want to ban, and that's also their highest ranked person on their team in the
Yes.
top lane. So,
Seeing something kind of interesting happening right now. Looks like Brooklyn Tech not being able to get their original roster. Someone having left, trying to get a sub now.
okay,
Not
well,
too sure what's happening,
if
but
that is
okay.
allowed, then that sounds fun. Subbing in
Uh,
halfway through the match is.
I mean, I'm not too well versed with what happens here, but if no one's raising a complaint, sure, I guess.
And now that I'm looking at the rankings of the players, it makes a lot more sense. Fly with Sky is also the highest ranked player on their team, and he was the particularly impressive player on the Jin. Diamond 3 currently.
I mean,
And
was
yeah, does play a lot of Jin as well as Ezreal. So maybe that's why there was an Ezreal ban.
hmm I mean, we're seeing betting pretty high ranks just across the board, having diamonds on both sides, emeralds, plats
Yeah.
as well.
And Fly with Sky was actually Masters last season. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, these teams are just so interesting to me when it's like one person on the team is bronze and someone else is Masters player. It's just so much fun. I love it. I love the like really wild rank disparities on single teams. It's a lot of fun.
Hmm.
Because then it leads to the question like, okay, so if I'm banning, do I ban their best player out or do I ban their worst player out? Because there is some strategy in thinking, okay, let's say someone's ranked bronze. That doesn't mean they're awful at the game, but maybe they only know how to play a few champions and you ban them out. But also the best player on the team, you they're probably the biggest threat, right? So you might want to ban them out. But then they're good, right? So they should be able to play any champion, possibly. I don't know. So it's an interesting strategy conundrum when you're thinking about what to ban in these matchups.
Definitely a dilemma.
But yeah, right now for the stream, who's still watching, we are currently just waiting for the teams to mix and match themselves up. It looks like Brooklyn Tech might be subbing in a player. So once that's sorted out, we'll get back into the game. This is best out of 3, and first game went to Francis. No. I'm sorry. First game went to which team again?
I thought that was
maybe,
Francis,
maybe I
right?
got them mixed up. Yeah.
It was Francis, right? Because that was the Aatrox. Am I
I will double check. But yes,
okay?
the Aatrox is the team captain of Francis. So yes, Francis Lewis wins the first game over Brooklyn Tech B team. Brooklyn Tech has 2 teams in our tournament. Them, Midwood, and Bronx High School of Science are the 3 schools with 2 teams each. And then our
Yeah,
other schools are Hunter High School, Staten Island Tech, Morrow, Francis Lewis, as we just saw in FDR.
I mean, I think the format this year is definitely interesting because we're combining the B and A teams. Any thoughts on that?
Mm-hmm. I
think
know, for example, like my school, we were having trouble recruiting enough people for our League of Legends team. But for Valorant, we had like tons of people want to play. So I don't know, League dying game?
I don't
Question
know.
mark.
Is this a commentary on the health of League? I'm not sure, but
I don't think it's a
definitely.
commentary on easy esports. I think it's just that, like, I know, for example, my ninth graders coming into our school, they all play Valorant, but it's harder to find League players, at least at our school. So I'm assuming other schools are having a similar issue. Because
Kind of funny thing happening right now in France is kind of freaking out in chat with Brooklyn Tech bringing in a sub. That's over that's level 1337.
he's elite, 1337. That's
Yeah.
internet number.
Yes, that is.
He's not on the roster. Well, they're trying to figure stuff out right now. I think we might need some
Bit of
executive
technical
decision
difficulty.
making on these two teams,
Yeah.
on what's happening. Because
I think Francis Lewis trying to dispute the 130 1337, trying not get them to play the Emerald One as well.
bringing in a ringer randomly.
I mean, but like, what would happen at that point? What's could like a team just like bring on Faku? Like, is that allowed?
Yeah, I'm calling up Faker right now. I called the whole
No kidding.
Cloud9. Bring T1 in. Let's go. Well, no, I think the better question is, was this person already in the roster or not? Because if they weren't on the roster, I don't know if they can just join halfway through a match.
Brooklyn Tech claiming that they are listed on the roster now. I think Francis Lewis accepting it. Looks like
When
I
you
think we're
type
finally.
something in all caps, it must be true, correct?
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah.
think
There's no other
this is
explanation.
their strategy. If you just scream it, everyone knows.
You just get extra credibility. I don't
Well, I'm
think there's
looking at this
obvious.
player's OPGG. They are Emerald 1. Just scouting them. Let's see.
Yone Yasuo.
They went 2-13 on Yasuo their last game, so that's that's the correct Yasuo. Their very last game played 2-13-0 on Yasuo.
Mm-hmm.
0.15 KDA. Not 15 KDA, 0.15.
Oh, yikes.
So, I mean, but just looking over their most played champions, it looks like they play a lot of Yone and Yasuo and Aurelia, so this player must be toxic. I'm kidding, of course, but like it looks like they play a lot of high damage melee champions.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're subbing in for a solo laner. I'm trying to figure out who is not in this game, who was in the last one.
Oh yeah, I should. Let me see if I can find that as well. Looks. This is. Oh, they have a lot of people on their roster in OP.GG. So
Yeah, that's what I was confused about as well. They had a bunch, they had like 7 people on this roster, or 8 people actually. So,
lots of subs.
but they said they messed up. Like one person on this list was not supposed to be here, and this person was. I don't know. That's what they're saying. Well, either way, as we sort this out, I will be right back as we wait for the 2 teams to get set up.
I think we're nearing the end of our slight intermission now. Uh, both teams agreeing that they're ready. All right, yeah, and we're going back into it. Starting a draft now. Brooklyn Tech B now having the first ban.
The weak fear the shadows.
Kane ban.
Fear
Interesting. I believe
controls them.
it was the other team. It was Francis Lewis that actually did the ban. Getting the Yone ban. No, it's definitely doing the OP.GG search as well on the most recent addition, the sub Yone Yasuo one trick. So very interesting.
I do not tolerate
A
cowardice.
Darius ban. That's actually new. We have not seen that yet. Wonder what they're going for with that.
No cure for fools.
Yasuo as well. Wow, just completely targeting this the sub. Getting both of their one tricks out of the way, Yone and Yasuo. I guess just thinking that they're gonna be a threat and trying to adapt around that.
Hello, I'm back, and
Yeah, we're starting.
yeah, I see that they're targeting this new player very quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Those are my exact thoughts actually.
No Aatrox ban by blue team here, so Aatrox might be picked in this first round unless blue team takes it away. I doubt red team's going to ban their own Aatrox here. They ban the Kaisa. So, but they pick it
Oh.
away. Ah, pivotal pick.
I need to switching some bans actually because I believe the other team banned Kane and then it was blue team that banned Kai'Sa actually. I might be incorrect about that, but we did see
I think
Kai'Sa
I think red team did ban Kane last time because the player who plays a lot of Aatrox, his second most played is Kane. But I mean, Renekton seems like a good matchup into Aatrox. Renekton's a bit of a lane bully.
I mean, I think what they're trying to do is just fight fire with fire, really, because Renekton, you see the crazy strong early games, so they're just trying to do something against the Aatrox and their domination as well.
But there was a Mordekaiser ban last game, so Mordekaiser has gone through here. They could pick it. It'd be kind of odd. I don't know where each of these people would be going, but okay, Viego seems more likely. Again, we'll see what they pick here. Again, my personal opinion is I think bot lane should be picked here to let their solo laners or someone get a counter pick. Although I guess they grabbed Aatrox super fast, but he is a bit of a flex pick. He can be played mid.
Seeing new champs now, hovering Milo. Milio? I should never learn how you pronounce that, but
I hear so many people say Milo, but I'm pretty confident his name's Milio.
Milio? Yeah, I don't know.
Is Milo would be Milo, not
Yeah, probably.
Mleio. I think I called him Milo for a long time too. Hey, Smolder!
Oh.
This is what I was
my God.
saying. This is what I've been saying. Pick Smolder in the first round.
Going back to the Mordekaiser, actually, very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know where the Mordekaiser is going.
I mean, we see Viego. Well, when the first person hovered Mordekaiser, I thought that was going to the jungle, but now you see Viego
Mm.
and Renekton and Mordekaiser. I'm not too sure anymore.
And now I guess you can ban out bot laners here. Or supports that you don't want to play against. Like maybe there's a particularly scary support the other team has. Like for example, a Blitzcrank ban here. Not pretty good. Blitzcrank's pretty nasty into Smolder Milio. Nautilus is another good one.
Yep, going for the engage now. I mean, Brooklyn Tech having their bot lane secure now, Smolder pick, as you said. I wonder if they're trying to go for something more late game now, maybe potentially with the Smolder stacking. But I mean, Smolder stacks, Smolder just gets stacks really fast, as we talked about earlier. So, not too sure either.
Yeah, and I would still like blue team to get some sort of tank on their team or something, because Smolder plays really well front to back fights in the late game. But you need someone to make space for the Smolder, and an Aatrox might be able to do that. But I mean, if we saw a fed Aatrox last game, but if Aatrox is not fed, he can be quite squishy as a frontliner and get blown up. So, and we did see even a fed Aatrox last game was getting blown up in some of these fights. So, I would like for blue team to pick a tank, but we'll see.
Bans being finalized now. Final ban being Ashe and Xin Zhao. Ashe, I mean, kind of obvious. I think Ashe was doing pretty good last round as well. So, banning the possibility of getting those ults, Xin Zhao being pretty interesting. That was not something I was actually expecting.
I think I looked up the new player on their team, on the blue team, Genyuki. His most played are Yone, Yasuo, Irelia, Jinzhou. So maybe that was targeted at him.
Hmm. Ending off with the jungler now. Covering Vi.
In a Kali.
Zac. Kali as well, yeah. Interesting pick.
I don't like the Vi pick. Sorry. Because Vi needs someone else to go in with them, and I guess the Akali could be that. At least last game they had the Jin, and Jin CC can hit from far away, and they also had the Rel. Ooh, Yumi is not the pick here, no.
Whoa, are we looking at a Yumi Senna
Yumi
bot lane
Senna
right
sounds
now?
like a
What?
sad.
I'm not
I
sure
mean, I
what we're
guess
seeing right now. Oh,
okay,
and switching to Tarek. Okay, okay.
Tarek's pretty nice actually. Tarek's better into melee champions. I play a lot of Tarek, so the lane might not be so nice for him. However, I don't think Smolder melee are trying to kill you. I think they're just trying to farm and get to late game.
I mean,
Yeah,
pretty potentially good pick against the Assassins Vi and Akali as well, seeing with all the shield and just like overall like peel for the team. So maybe kind of a counter pick against that as well.
yeah, for sure. I mean, like for red team, if you don't want to play around your bot lane, if you're saying, hey, we have a superstar top laner, I think Senna Tarek is a pretty safe lane. And then in the late game, they can provide a lot of support for the rest of your team. So it's a strategy. You can have your bot lane as a point of focus. Like clearly, Smolder is supposed to be a hyper carry. But Senateric, I mean, if they just chill, they don't lose that badly, they can scale really well into the late game and provide a lot of healing and shielding for Viego, Renekton, and Mordekaiser, who are going to be doing a lot of damage. So now we wait.
3 minute spectator delay, as always.
Yeah. I don't know how this mid lane matchup goes. Akali, Mordecai. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds like high skill. Like they can definitely outplay each other to some extent. Although I'm pretty sure if Mordekaiser pulls you into his realm, if Akali just saves her Shroud for that and goes into Shroud, should be pretty safe and probably can outlast the Shadow Realm for long enough.
Yeah, I mean, Akali having that option, but also having to potentially have to like harass Mordekaiser a ton. If Mordekaiser gets fed and gets a ton of health, it could be pretty hard to kill the Mordekaiser as well. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll be in for a pretty interesting lane, I think.
Yeah, I also want to see what the Smolder's build will be. I've seen Smolder is another champion that is getting a reputation as can build any item in the game and be successful. Um, like he can definitely build on a tankier side if he wants to, which is odd
Tank?
for an
Really? I have
well, not full tank, but there is a build with Smolder where he goes like Frozen Gauntlet.
That sounds scary.
You can, I think the like most common build right now is he rushes Essence Reaver, so he can spam his abilities a little bit better, and then he also gets a Spear of Shojin, which is an interesting item because it gives you health and AD. So you would think it's more of a bruiser item, but basically, it's an ability that it's an item that gives you a lot of ability haste for your non-ultimate abilities. So it allows him to stack his Q even faster. And again, the whole point of playing Smolder is you want to get your stacks ASAP. You want to be hitting. There's an important threshold, I believe, around 200 stacks, where once you get a certain amount of stacks, your Q starts to do execute damage when they're below certain health.
Execute. Oh, so like
Yeah.
oh wow, like an Elder. That's
Yes. So he basically it's permanent Elder buff if he can reach a certain amount of stacks. So I would expect early game. Again, if I'm Fly with Sky playing the Smolder, I'm telling my team do not int. We're gonna play very slow early game, and once I get in a farm, we win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I think that's usually the play you go with a Smolder. And yeah, see, he took teleport as well, so he's playing very safe. Probably the safest lane you could pick here with Melio on Heal and Guardian as well. So, And the Vi just typed in chat, then Smoke typed new skin, new me. So
Wow.
even though he's playing the same champion, he's got a new skin. So I believe that will be the winning play here. As we're loading into the game now, both teams are running bot side. So it looks like Mordekaiser forgot to buy items, so he's already backing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did not buy items, went immediately back to get a Doran's ring.
That not look like. Oh,
And
getting
the
a
game was
box?
paused at 36 seconds. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Is the
someone-
game showing on stream right now? I can't tell.
Let me see. Oh, I'm getting an ad right now.
An ad. Oh no.
Game is
Yeah.
still paused for me.
Yeah, the game was paused for me as well.
Oh, just got resumed.
Now it's unpaused.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, interesting thing with Smolder is that he rushes Doran's ring as his first item, not a blade. Because
Four
he does
people-
want to be casting his abilities as fast as possible.
4 people bought, but they no Smolder getting
Ooh.
2 on them, damaging them all.
No, that's so good. He got
is that
4 stacks of his passive already.
That stacks of passive as well. Wow.
Yes.
That's a
So every
that's
time that's his booger. So I call it the booger. The ability is called Achu, and he sneezes, and every single person hit by that gives him a stack. So there were 4 people in that bush.
that's very fun.
His Q gets stacks whenever he kills something. And yeah,
I'm not
he wants to
seeing any
hit
on the-
225 stacks. So that's his goal.
I'm not seeing any on the live stream right now as well. Actually.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think we'll try and get that sorted, but game's going on in the meanwhile.
Yeah, we'll try to get you guys back into the stream. Sorry, people listening. We can talk you through what's happening.
Smolder getting stacks.
Yeah. It's very early in the game. Don't worry, you guys aren't missing too much.
We're not seeing anything super aggressive, so no like 30-second first blood. So is that?
Yeah, and everyone, we are trying to fix the stream, so give us a second.
Yep.
Again, all you're missing is Smolder hitting people with his booger and getting some stacks. And again, the matchups here, we have Aatrox in the top lane for blue side against a Renekton with Ignite again, and Aatrox taking the teleport this time, so just that's the way that they like to play.
We're actually
And
seeing an
there's
early
a fight.
engage 2v2. Vi trying to flash, missing the flash, hitting the wall, getting killed by the Viego early on. First blood before 3 minutes.
Yeah, Vinsmoke on Vi was looking to, looks like invade the Raptors early on, but enemy Viego was there already, and the roam top and mid collapsed very quickly there. So it was good calls by their team to collapse on the jungler invade.
As Francis was, I mean, it was just definitely super prepared there. Getting on top of that, as soon as they got vision on them. I know this is might not sound like much, especially because we don't have a stream right now. So, trying to work on it.
Yeah, see, the problem right now is our caster who is streaming is getting a black screen, because you know Riot Games is a small indie company, so we have to respect them.
Yeah.
But us casters, we can see the game, so we can tell you guys what's happening.
I mean,
Maybe
it's like we were
should
discussing.
maybe one of us can share our stream and then you just stream that.
Not too sure. I guess we'll get some word from the executive board soon. Hopefully.
I'll stream my game in the Discord right now. Yeah, right now, bot lane is duking it out. Akali's looking pretty good in the mid lane, I'll say that much. Really putting a lot of pressure. Ooh, forces flash.
Yeah,
Does
both
Mordekaiser
being-
die? No.
Yeah, both being kind of low. Tarek
Survives
low
with
as
50
well.
health.
Seeing close engages on both sides.
And Vigo's pinging the Void Grub, so I think he wants to go for that. Wow, Mordekaiser didn't go back. Has no health.
Oh,
Yeah, and you die. I mean, why are you doing that?
Oh,
Yeah, and Mordekaiser goes down mid. Very greedy.
Not too sure if that was worth the 30 gold, but here we are.
Yeah, not the play. Basically, Mordekaiser stayed, got really low in a trade, was down to 50 health, was backing, and then decided, oh, my wave's crashing, let me stay. And the Akali shot 1Q and killed him. But Vigo does have pressure on the map and is able to get Void Grubs. Meanwhile, Vi is on the Dragon. So blue team taking Dragon.
Alright, if I had to describe what's happening right now, Vi's punching the dragon, so just try and imagine that, everyone. Vi smites the dragon, getting the Hex Tech now for blue.
And there's roams mid. Mordekaiser might be in trouble here.
Not having the ult, not being able to ult someone and trying to eliminate a single kill, trying to do some kind of outplay, not being able to do it, getting just harassed, trying to use a pull, super low now, not being able to do anything, getting eliminated by the Akali.
I thought that was really good by Melio as well. Melio roamed up from the bot lane. Had a good back there because Senna was back from the other team, so Melio was allowed to leave his ADC alone for a little bit. And had a good tempo play there. And top lane, of course, is still duking it out, but the gold is even.
Yep. We're not seeing any really fast steps. They're aggressively kind of canceling each other out. Both waiting to level 6. Potentially something happening now. Renekton ulting, Aatrox ulting as well, being super low, getting get by the. Oh wow, and the Renekton getting the flash, getting the kill on the Aatrox. Pretty good gameplay. Too bad can't see it, but okay. I think we're back.
Oh, we're in, yes. The stream's a little behind,
so it's like 30 seconds.
We should probably pause at a certain point. You want to pause at 7 minutes? Let's pause at 7.
Let's pause. All right.
Okay, we'll pause at 7.
I will wait for the stream to catch up.
So stream's 30 seconds behind us, but for those of you who are just tuning in, what you missed is a pretty interesting early game. Lots of fighting, of course.
Stream back, yeah.
So stream's at 6:45. Specifically, the Smolder is at 44 stacks, which is pretty good. Okay, it looks like stream's at 56, 57, 58, 59. I'm clicking start, so we're back.
Right. I got it as well.
And yeah.
Alright, now we're looking at a engage shop getting the kill on the Renekton with help from the Akali.
And yeah, blue team was the team that lost last game. This is Brooklyn Tech is on the blue side, while Francis Lewis is on the red team. And Brooklyn Tech did lose their first game, but we got some new picks in here. I personally am really happy with what they're doing with their bot lane. I think picking Smolder Melio here is the play for them. Their bot lane seemed like a strong point last game, so I think picking really hyper-scaling bot lane like this is going to be really good. And yeah, so Smolder, new champion. Basically, when he hits people, when he kills things with his Q, or when he hits people with his Achu and his other abilities, he has stacks that he's stacking up. And a certain amount of stacks will give him certain buffs. Specifically, the one we're looking for is when he gets to 225 stacks. His abilities, basically, he becomes the Elder Dragon and gets an execute. So Smolders typically want to get that stack probably around 25 minutes is a good pace. And I think Fly with Sky here is actually on a good pace right now. He's at 50 at 8 minutes. So pretty good pace. So we'll see how that turns out. But the top lane, I mean, this is such a volatile top lane.
Ooh, looks like something's trying to happen. Diego going in for the engage. Is that? Oh, that's Smolder's ult, I believe, going on.
Yeah, that's Smolder's mother coming in to fight, but she's not able to save her son. And he gets killed and possessed by Viego. Really rough.
Not a great day for Smolder.
Yeah, Smolder was in a bad spot there. Fly with Sky was in the river exactly when Viego showed up. Oh, fight top lane here.
Going in for the ult now. Both popping the ults, training autos now. Renekton trying to back off a little, not taking as much minion, not trying to take that much minion damage. Going back in, getting.
Both junglers are sprinting up here.
Both junglers trying to go in there. They look like Okay, they get there on time. The jungle is having 1v1 now. Vi trying to get the engage on the Renekton and securing the kill. Aatrox coming back to try and help the Viego. Not being able to do something. Getting killed. Mid lane something happening. Akali getting the Mordekaiser. Aatrox coming. Oh no, that's a Viego going for the Vi and getting out, getting a double kill. Wow.
Well, Viego got some good resets there.
Oh,
I made a little
I got
scream
it.
because I saw
got it.
Aatrox going back in, and it's like, no, you cannot do that with the
Yeah.
Viego around. Akali got a solo kill mid though, no?
Yeah.
Is that what we just missed while that was
Yeah,
happening?
I mean, yeah. I just,
Yeah.
You were commentating on top. All of a sudden, I see Akali get a kill Mordekaiser. Wow, that was unexpected, but happened.
I mean, Viego's not a lot of HP here. Gets
Vi
caught by
trying
the
to
Vi.
find Viego. Viego running away. Vi design back off. Aatrox and Mordekaiser both coming back to lane now.
I mean, Renekton's going there, so Vi. Hopefully, Akali's here to help with the Void Grubs. Looks like they did a lane swap
Interesting.
because Renekton was mid and Mordekaiser's coming from the top lane.
Yeah, now all collapsing onto the Vi. Ooh, something looks like happening. Aatrox trying to save them. Senna popping the ult, giving them the shield and some additional damage. Who is that in there? Akali's stuck in between 4 of them, trying to do something. I'm not sure if they're being able to. They're getting shut down by the Mordekaiser.
Yeah, I think Akali was in Mordekaiser's realm there,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so only Mord saw her.
Oh.
I mean, yes, that was a lost fight for the blue team, but they are the team that scales here. So
And they have
I
the
like,
guy. Oh.
yeah, I like Smolder, Melio, and Akali better in the late game than Renekton, for example, or Mordekaiser. But we'll see.
Renekton trying to go in there a little. Taking some damage for it, trying to back off now. Mordekaiser going for a back as well. Smolder's kind of harassing bot lane actually. Just getting up onto that turret, getting a lot of plates.
Yeah, Fly with Sky and the Smolder is up 30 CS right now.
Renekton
An
getting chased by the
engage.
Vi, ulting on small engage happening, getting the stun. Renekton trying to fight back now. Vi going in, going off the smoke, realizing they made a mistake and backing and dying. Oh,
Yeah, I
Aatrox
really
not doing anything.
I really didn't like that. I don't know if Vi said I'm going in and Aatrox didn't follow, or if Vi's not communicating. But I mean, Aatrox and Vi did not look like they were on the same page,
I
and that's gonna
what it
give up
seemed
the
like-
dragon.
Yeah, wow. I mean, what it seemed like to me was just Vi underestimated the healing of Renekton and the CC, just getting unleashed on the CC, damage, just everything, and just couldn't take it all.
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate, but the Vi has to be cornering with their teammates because Vi provides great CC, but Vi alone will probably not provide the damage, especially against this Renekton. Renekton early game is maybe one of the strongest early game champions in the game. So
I mean, yeah, and you see the plated steel cap, so even just more damage reduction against the Vi, not really going to do much too. Vehicle going mid now, looking for some kind of play. Mordekaiser being low, Akali going in, getting the ignite, going for the, trying to go in, missing. Mordekaiser flashing out, Viego now pushing in, getting the kill on Akali.
I mean, the good news for the blue team is that Smolder is now at 110 stacks at 12 minutes, which is the pace you want to be at. It's actually an excellent pace right now.
Vi and Viego now going for an engage. Mordekaiser going in for the EQ combo, getting a low assist. Vi being super low, not being able to do anything, getting eliminated right there.
Yeah, but Brooklyn Tech has to slow this game down because all this fighting is they are supposed to be the scaling team, and they are playing right into the hands of Francis Lewis, who has a much stronger early game. Flash forward by Tarek.
Tarek flashing in, going in for the ult, looking for some kind of dive potentially, having the invincibility but not using it, backing off. Some slightly aggressive moves by the Renekton right now, taking 2 tower shots. I think Smolder's just trying to tell their team to calm down, but it's just not happening with constant engages, really top everywhere.
Yeah, if this was solo queue, Smolder's pinging all the other lanes.
Yeah.
Everyone's been muted. All pings have been turned off by now.
Looks like some kind of play. Diego wants to make some kind of play on Rift Herald right now.
How do you like the new Rift Herald for this season?
I mean, I think it's a welcome change. I thought the Baron visual looked kind of strange, but I
Yeah.
I think I appreciate the damage, like the actual, what do they call it, the voidlings,
Mm-hmm.
like the actual mid lane harassment, because I think it just helps you get ahead. But it's not that fun when you're not ahead, so.
Personally, I feel like Rift Herald's kind of weak.
Really.
Feels like I would rather go be taking dragons, but I don't know. I like the voidlings; they're fun. Doing the extra damage to the dragon and
But I do like riding
the
the
towers is fun.
I do like riding the Void Herald.
Oh, riding it is awesome. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Smolder calling in the mob missing, unfortunately. Trying to go for an engage now. Milo going in with ults as well, but not being able to do anything.
And in the chat, Akali pinging that their ping is 283 ms. So I don't know if they're trying to call for excuses.
Oh, Renekton kill on Aatrox with help from the Diego.
Vin's here.
Oh, bot lane gank happening. Senna trying to pop the ult, trying to help the Taric out, getting on the turret, but they're pushing continually. Vin on taking some turret shots. Smolder taking a turret shot as well, being super low. Finally backing off. Well, meanwhile, top lane is just getting kind of wrecked right now by Blue's getting kind of wrecked with using the turret just now.
Yeah, and Vi didn't use flash there, and I think what Vi has to be doing here is charging up the Q and then flash queuing so they instantly hit someone. Because if they can get someone CC down, the Smolder should have had enough damage there. So I think it was just the layering of the CC wasn't perfect. And obviously the Melio and Smolder don't really have too much CC themselves. So if you're Vi, you're the big CC for your team here. Like, you have to engage perfectly, unfortunately, because your team didn't pick anyone else to help. So the Smolder, by the way, is at 159 stacks right now. So again, Smolder's looking for the 225 stack marker.
Yep.
So on the way, it should be getting here in the early 20 minutes. Depends on how the farming goes for the next few, but
Just getting another one on the Renekton right there.
yeah. And I know I keep bringing it up, but it's extremely important. Smolder is really OP right now, and part of the reason why is because he's really bad early game, but if he can get his stacks, then he becomes the Elder Dragon, which is very strong as well.
Diego trying to do some kind of engage with the flash, not being able to find anything out, but going back in, Renekton ulting as well now, Milo ulting, Smolder popping the ult, Taric going for the ult, but not them not being able to commit to it with them too far away to do anything.
I think it was good disengage by blue team. Them being able to survive that is big, because they did commit a lot there.
Yeah, the ults by Smolder and Milo, I think, just helped them back. Milio, sorry, helped them back off there. So, yeah.
I think another good thing for blue team here, as we watch this really long fight. Surely Mordekaiser's dead, right?
Popping the ult, but
he's in the
super close. Mordekaiser getting the kill, but having to fight Vi, doing a lot of damage. Vi backing off, knowing that. Oh, and Mordekaiser flashing, getting the Q, eliminating the Vi as well. So Smolder is now going off of the pings. Finally, it's happening.
Yeah, good pings by Smolder. I agree. Because again, like I know it's toxic, but blue team's win condition is late game Smolder. So if you're duking it out early game, you are legitimately not playing for your win condition. But Akali's shown up here, shutdown.
Being able to do something. Taric being pretty low as well. Senna trying to help him escape. Being able to disengage successfully, but with some small losses.
I think at this point in the game, we have to send Akali to side lane and let Smolder sit mid. So I want to see Akali. I know Smolder's clearing a wave right now top, but Smolder should clear that, go mid, and let Akali go to side lanes, because Smolder just needs to farm, and you have to play around him.
Yes. Bot lane. Renekton not going for the bot lane turret, despite it being pretty low, I think.
I mean, it's smart. I think there were definitely junglers coming down there and other players.
Oh, but kind of greeding for it now. Staying for this wave. Vi's nearby getting the Krugs. not sure if they want to do anything.
I mean, the good news for blue team is that an Attic on Renekton is not nearly as far ahead as he was last game. He is ahead. He's up a bunch of CS, and he has a bounty. So he's up about 2,000 gold on his lane opponent, but last game he was up 3,000, so improvement, right? Yeah.
I mean, I think we're not seeing like the complete domination anymore, which I think is an improvement on the side of blue.
Mhm.
But still a little bit of a loss. I mean, Renekton having a 300 bounty, Mordekai's at 350 now. Item wise, looking in red team's advantage as well. Pretty standard builds throughout. Actually, Senna building lethality, is that the Senna build?
Yeah, so Senna right now is rushing Yomu's. And then the next item they'll probably build. They can go a lot of ways. There's the blade. What's the blade called? The Eclipse is something they can build. Senna could also go for a. Oh man, what's the other? Lord Doms is another option. Senna has a lot they can build right now, which is probably why they're so strong. I think any champion that can flex their items in this meta right now is pretty strong.
Tarek and Senna trying to find something. Akali going back in. Small fight happening bot lane as well. Mordekai's looking like they want to finish the turret.
And Mordekaiser still has ult, so you can't really go gank him because if it's 2-on-1, he just makes it a 1-on-1. And I see Vi's running down there, but I don't know if that's the play.
I don't. Maybe are we gonna get a repeat of what happened earlier? Because that would not be great.
I mean, we could. It looks like Aatrox wants to fight.
Aatrox trying to pressure the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser attacking back, both pretty low. Vi hanging around. You see the Tarek rotating down as well. Trying to vision, finding the Milo.
Smolder's at a 209 stack, so he gets a few more, and he has his execute, and it's just on time. This is like a pro level play pace right here. So Flywitz guy's playing really well. I think the fastest someone could get it is around this time at like 20-21 minutes. So he should be getting it in the next like 2 minutes, which is really good. So don't know if he's going to get in time for this next dragon spawn, but
Francis Lewis knowing what's happening, trying to do the reset, getting the blue buff.
he's
Renekton
11
the
more.
Mordekaiser's TP. Senna has some stacking as well late game, but is it going to be as good as Smolder? I'm not too sure.
I mean, Senna gets range, which is really good, and Senna just built opportunity as their second item.
That is one of the new items.
That's interesting. That's an item where when you're out of combat, your next ability deals a lot of damage. So it's like the old Dusk Blade to some extent.
Whoa, so...
And also, if a champion dies after you damage them, you gain a bunch of movement speed. So it's a reset item, which is odd for Senna to build, obviously, because she's not an assassin. She's supposed to be chilling in the back.
Maybe trying to do something countering into Smolder, just going in.
Smolder's 2 stacks off of his passive, so honestly, I would let him take the wolves, but he's going back.
Probably trying to fight this Mordekaiser, getting him.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
top,
I think he has to go back. Mordekaiser's pushing up.
Yeah, Mordekaiser's
fight him.
Milo trying to do something. I don't know if he popped also. Smolder now getting the stacks, as you can see, getting the ult. Ulting the Vi. I think Vi's gonna
Vi's
die
in there.
here, but unless missing, getting out of the ult. Mordekaiser now getting just collapsed on and staying alive surprisingly until Akali goes in and gets Mordekaiser. Wow, that was an entire boss battle that just happened.
Yeah, that was rough because Vi getting pulled in there. She can't really do too much. Smolder's in trouble. Flashes.
I do notice that the execution thing that was talking about. So I believe Smolder did get the 2.5 stats.
Yeah, he's at his power spike now, but the problem is his team too far behind? It's looking like it.
Yeah, Aatrox trying to do something, not being able to find anything at all. Milio now and Akali, but I gotta stop that.
Milo.
Yeah.
You can just
sorry.
call him Milo, it's fine.
Okay, but yeah, both Milio and Akali trying to just desperately defend now against the Senna Renekton Tara combo, but not really being able to find much.
Yeah, and it looks like Flywitz guy went with the standard build on Smolder. He went Essence Reaver into Spear Sojin, so he should have really good cooldown on his Q, so he can just spam it in team fights. But the problem is he needs spacing. If Renekton gets on top of him, or Mordekaiser, or Viego, like there's a lot of people trying to get onto him, and it might be tough in these team fights. It might be too late for him to carry, but who knows?
We'll have to
They're
see.
still in this.
Yep.
I mean, him by himself on the side lane is kind of scary. Again, I kind of want to see the Smolder just sit mid and let Akali go to side lanes, but
Molda looking to corner
No.
Tarek, knowing that they're getting caught, unfortunately, trying to fly away, doing everything they can to get away. Emilio coming around now, being able to save Smolder.
Akali's in a tough spot here.
Yeah, getting died by 2 tanks, using the ult to get away, but now Viego, Renekton, Mordekaiser, now collapsing on a turret.
I think this is a good fight for blue. They should take this.
Looks like it's coming. I think Smolder's footsteps is gonna be right here. Going for the ult. I think unfortunately missing it. Trying to do some damage. Frontline just collapsing there. However, Mordekaiser getting the Aatrox, going for the Smolder now, getting the Q on Smolder. Smolder absolutely health just got decimated there. Wow. Diego going in, trying to get the Akali, not finding it. Senna being able to shield. I think potentially saving the Viego there actually as well.
Yeah, it was a good fight in theory. There were 5 of them down there versus 3. But Mordekaiser able to isolate one-on-one. And then looked like Renekton and Viego were just a little too slippery. They were a little too far away. And I kind of don't like the angle. Smolder came in from the top, and the rest of his team was in the lane. I think Smolder really wants his team to be right in front of him.
Yes, I mean, that was not great on Smolder either. Missing the ult and then not being able to really do much until when the front line collapsed. So maybe better positioning. We'll see. Red team. Francis Lewis going for Baron now actually.
Akali's going in.
Trying to do something. Getting rooted. Trying to go for the center. Not
second
being able to
R.
find it. Now
Yep.
getting collapsed on by the entire team. Getting out with the ult.
I think
Red
you
team
might
looking
have to give
restart the
it.
Baron. Having all 5 members on it now. Vi knowing what's up. Maybe going for the steal now.
I think Vi
Not-
suicide here is fine. Go
Let's
for
see
it.
what happens.
No.
Tarek's
Well-
stunning. I don't know. Is she gonna get it? Unable to get the steal, unfortunately. Getting slain as well.
Yeah, no flash. Was sitting on a ward, and the enemy team had really good peel there. They were focused on her and just CC'd her down.
Yes. I mean, the Tarek E just really came useful right there. Locking the Vi down, not letting her steal the Baron. Looking to go mid now, crashing in on the mid turret, getting the mid turret, continuing now, pushing onto the inhibitor. Molder, Milio now on the mid turret, Aatrox as well, trying to defend, but I mean, once they get a new wave here, I don't know how much they could do. Aatrox going for Q, Akali going in now, Tarek popping the ult, Smolder ulting as well, ulting going off all over the place. Tarek having the ult, I think saving red team, not letting them die. On eliminations on blue team with Akali and Milio both going down, getting the Vi getting the center, but also getting killed themselves. Wow. Vi Diego going in on the Aatrox, getting the kill, getting Tarek stunning the Smolder, and I mean it's over. The team's dead. Renekton also just while that entire thing happened, just flying top, and they got the turret. It's over. Wow. Yeah. Good game.
Yeah, and there goes the game. Unfortunately, blue team couldn't scale fast enough. But red team played really well. Again, I think Cells played really well this game. I think ACOPIC, I don't know how to say that name. Acopic, I guess. Mordekaiser played very well, able to pull a lot of attention away from the rest of their team.
Yeah. Looking at the damage graphs now. Mordekaiser doing the most damage. Smolder actually doing a lot of damage as well. 28,000, just scaling too little, too late towards the end. Not being able to catch up after the early game snowballs by the champions Renekton, Viego, Mordekaiser, and just like not being able to turn it around towards the end, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think if they want to improve their team comp through the draft, I think blue team really needed some frontliner. And I know, yeah, sure, Vi and Aatrox in the front, but they're not building tanky and they're just getting blown up in these fights. So, I mean, combined, top lane and jungle had 16 deaths. Like, and I don't know if that's their fault. I mean, There just was no tankiness on their team, and they needed Smolder to scale. But we
Wow, I
could see
mean,
the potential here. Akali did a lot of damage too.
yes. I think just Vaio, I agree, just wasn't the pick though. I mean, the first fight we saw Smolder attempting to like use their newfound stacks. I think just the front line collapsed too soon for Smolder to do any like effective damage at all. Just not be able to find any kills and just ultimately leading to the complete collapse of the game right there. But yeah, impressive game on both sides and good plays.
Yeah, and I think that there goes the match for today, with Francis Lewis High School beating Brooklyn Tech's B team 2-0, both on blue and red side. Pretty strong wins here, very dominant. I don't know. Do you have an MVP in mind here? I know from the first game, Anatic, like,
Yeah,
but really strong. I like Cells here, the jungler. I thought he played very well, or she played very well.
definitely. The second game I thought was a little more even though, definitely. I mean, compared to the Aatrox domination pentakill we saw. So I mean, seeing pentakill is always impressive, but yeah. Uh, no, not other than that, not really anyone in mind.
Yeah, I personally think the pentakill in the first game was just ridiculous, but uh, I always like choosing the more team player, and I think the jungler did amazing for Francis Lewis Cells
Mhm.
on Viego. This game, first game on Lilia, was really cleaning up every single team fight. So, and I was just all over the map and playing very excellent and keeping down their bot lane, because blue team's bot lane, Brooklyn Tech's bot lane was actually pretty strong. They were winning their lane both times, but by dominating the rest of the map, they were able to deny them the win. So
Mhm.
I think that's the end for us today. I don't think there's another match, is there?
I mean, best out of three, and they won two, so I think that's it. Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so I think we are signing off.
Yep. All right. Yeah.
You
Thanks so
do the
much.
honors of signing us off.
I. How do you do it? How do you
I don't
sign
know.
up?
Thank you everyone for
Yeah.
watching.
All right. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
See you.